today. From Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. It's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The tundra may not quite be frozen, but it's getting there as we work our way through December. The radar today, however, is clear at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Cleveland Browns and the Green Bay Packers. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Cleveland offense, and here's Baker Mayfield, former Heisman Trophy winner, ready to go at quarterback.
After seeing what he did last week, throwing 4 touchdown passes, I had to go to my thesaurus to try and come up with some great words for what he did. I'm still coming up blank. He was scintillating.
I'm going simple. I don't have your thesaurus. I'm going dynamite. He was dynamite.
I'll take it.
But once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when you're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Here we go with the Packer offense, guided by their decorated QB with a long list of Pro Bowls and other accolades next to his name, of course. Aaron Rodgers leading the way.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
First down, Cleveland.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Second down. And
from the gun, Mayfield escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. With touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
The ball carrier.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he finds Seals Jones complete. Touchdown, Packers! Ricky Seals-Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead.
For the point after.
Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, good return past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Now the Packers get set to go. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a Madden.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Larry Ogunjobi. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
the Packers' 29-yard line.
Pretty entertaining start. 14 all the score on EA Sports.
14-14.
They go with Chubb on second down. And some space here. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Number 12 back out there. Aaron and his Packer team. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, there's something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now the second down throw on target. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
At the 35-yard line.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
4-yard line.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. DeMarcus Robinson, the intended target on that one. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing again, Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. That's his 14th interception on the season, and that number 14 ties the NFL single-season record.
Held by Dick Night Train Lane. Was that 1952?
52, more than a half-century ago.
And he's with the Rams that season, and believe it or not, it was his...
It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. It's a big play there for the Browns. 53 yards. From the red zone now, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Oh, it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down. He'll buy some time right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled. And wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
Feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
Ooh,
he's at the
Lord
30.
have mercy.
10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but if the ball's in the air, they treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded right around the 8. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Yeah, this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
57 to Mike.
Rodgers now on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the
To throw again. Rodgers. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got him half of what they needed. Now here's a tough. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
He's NFL sack leader coming into the game. And now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. So we now proceed to the start of the second half. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder, puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Again, it's Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Oh, man, you can't do that.
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Sheldon Richardson, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. 3rd and 10.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Mayfield looks to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. There he goes left side.
That's all you got?
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half is getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
And they open the lead up now to 25 points. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken just inside. Now a hit and a loose football.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the receiving team.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Olivier Vernon able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now Rodgers throwing on 3rd and long. And the pressure gets to him again.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, no, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And he'll take it just outside the 40. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Preston Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Flush to his right. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones, his first touchdown on the year. And this offense is running away with this one.
Brandon, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10. At their own
about. To get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 13.
From the gun, Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On 1st down, Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling.
Complete to Mark.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They have full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence. They see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A gain of 9 brings up
that last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Operating from the gun. Rodgers. And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Now Chubb on 1st down, able to work his way forward for about 5. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will extend this big lead. This one's going to be covered up by the Penguins. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Browns.
Recovered by the Browns.
Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more.
That's caught at the 25. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And again, it's Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 23 yards on the pickup, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before.
Today's final score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different.
The streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead they fall to 5-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so.